Hello, today your essential question is how do you describe transformations of logarithmic functions? We are working on 7.6, transformations of logarithms. So our transformations are just the same as they have been in our previous units. My first one, we have y equals log base b of x, and then we have that plus k after x. That k is outside of your x, and it moves your graph up k. So it's going to move your graph up k. So if I have y equals log base 2 of x, and I do plus 3 on the outside, that means that my graph is going to go up 3. Now, if you have a minus on the outside, and instead of a plus, it's going to move down. Let's change the color. Down k. So if I have y equals log base 2 of x to the power of negative 3, then it would go down 3. H moves it left and right. If I have plus h, we are going to go left that number of units. And again, I want to change my color. So we're going to go left h. We could say y equals log base 2, and then this one would be in parentheses, x plus 3. That would move it to the left 3. Minus h on the inside moves it right h. And again, this one could be y equals log base 2 of x minus 3. All right, our last description is about a, that number in front of your log. A is sort of a weird one. You have all these different options. I'm actually not going to write an example. I'm just going to use that whole 2 boxes to give me my different things. My first one is if you have a negative a value, then it's going to flip your graph. My second option is if a is bigger than 1, then it's going to stretch your graph. And then your last one, if a is between 0 and 1, so 0 is less than a, which is less than 1, then it's going to be a compression. Don't worry so much about the a ones. This last one in particular is basically just saying if you have a decimal or a fraction. Again, that decimal or fraction has to be smaller than 1. So we're talking like 1/4. That one would be one that would be a compression. Now, if you had 5/4, technically that's 1.25. So that would bring you back up to this category where a is bigger than 1. So again, we're talking about decimals and fractions in between 0 and 1 for that compression. I started this one and realized I wasn't recording. So let me just erase and we'll start over. For my first one, we have y equals log base 2 of x plus 3. Again, if your number is on the inside of your parentheses, it's moving it left or right. And it's sort of the opposite of what you would intuitively think. So if I look at that positive 3, we're talking about how it moves on the graph. If I have my little x and y, remember these are my positive x's and these are my negative. So that plus 3 makes me think it's going to move in a positive direction. But they're tricking you. It's actually going to move negative 3. So this one is going to move to the left 3. My second example is y equals log base 7 of x minus 6. Again, 6 tells you if your graph is moving up or if your graph is moving down. Mostly because that number is after your parentheses. Because it's a negative, it's going to go down 6. My last one, well, for the first row, is y equals negative 2 of log base 2 of x. That negative tells me it flips. It has a negative in front. So we're going to say this graph flips. Again, it's flipping across the x-axis. And then the 2 is going to tell me stretch or compression. Again, 2 is bigger than 1, so it is going to be a stretch. So it flips and stretches. I'm just going to erase my little picture down here. D, we have y equals the natural log of x minus 3 plus 12. The natural log works just the same way as a log. Notice we have a number inside our parentheses. Again, that one tells you if it's going to move left or right. Since it's minus 3, that's actually telling me 3 to the right. So my graph is going to go right 3. And that plus 12 tells me I'm going to go up 12. Again, the number on the end after your parentheses is up or down. And that one moves like you think it would. If it's positive, it's going to move it up. If it's a negative, it'll move it down. For E, we have y equals 4 natural log of x plus 7. That 4, your number out front, that's your A value. It's bigger than 1, so it's going to be a stretch. And then your plus 7 is on the outside of your parentheses. So again, that number is going to move it up or down. Since it's positive, it's going to go up 7. And your last one, F, we have y equals the natural log of x plus 8 minus 1. Again, the number inside your parentheses moves you left or right. It's going to go left 8 because that 8 was positive. And then the negative 1, that number on the outside tells you up or down. Again, because it's negative, it's going to go down 1. And that's all I have for you today. You're literally just telling me your descriptions of how your graph would move if we did hypothetically graph it. If you have any questions, if you need any help, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Beyond that, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate all of your hard work.